So this week we are going to look at building communities, and it's kind of a long haul or a long journey to build a community, right? I mean, friends in a neighborhood don't just all of a sudden show up, and you have 100 of them. The people that you admire and work with at the school, they change. There's a lot of time spent in developing a personal learning network or a group of friends. So we're going to look at tools a little bit this week, but not much. Mostly, I'm going to introduce you to one here in a second, but it's for a tool that you already know. But I do think it's important also to know that there's a lot of types of tools, and you're looking at one of them that's amazing. I'm hoping that, at the end of this course, we continue to converse about this stuff after the course is ended, and maybe we use the telephone to do that sometimes, or email, or meet somewhere, actually talk like human beings to one another, right? So anyway, I think it's important that we identify all the tools that we can use at our disposal, and the telephone is certainly one of those things. So what I want to show you here is a tool that you can use along with Twitter, because I know you're probably kind of resistant, but Twitter has been a huge tool for me, something that has really connected me to an awful lot of people. Even though it's only in 140 characters sometimes, what has happened is that those people I've met in person on more than one occasion, many of them, they have been brought into trainings that I've done for other teachers. I know people out there that's way broader than what I used to know, or the people right here in this case, Yavapai College. So anyway, we are going to look at a tool called Tweetdeck, and it's actually owned by Twitter, but it's a tool, and I just want you to see the structure of it. It's a tool that allows you to kind of organize your Twitter space. So over here on the left side is just what you normally see in Twitter. You see one column of content, and you can scroll down through the content just like you can on your Twitter page. But in Tweetdeck, you can add columns, as if one column is not enough, right? I know what you're thinking. The last thing I need is a bunch more stuff. But it does allow you to organize it in a way that allows you to kind of pay attention to some things that may not fall in your own Twitter stream, because remember, these are people that are tweeting that you have already decided to connect with. These other tools allow you to kind of see conversations in other spaces, and let me show you that. So at the top here we have the home, which is me, at Todd Conaway. To the right of that, I have a hashtag DS106, and DS106 is a digital storytelling class that I've been involved with for like 3 years. So I always like to keep up on what's going on there, because I have made a bazoodle of friends in that community who do amazing things. So I keep that really close to home. In fact, I always keep it right here, right next to my home. The next column over here is the notifications. So anytime somebody is using my name, or Todd Conaway, in a tweet, it shows up here. So if people are speaking to me, in a sense, I can reply to them. And then to the right of that, I have another hashtag, Rhizo14, which is a class that's currently being offered by Dave Cormier, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But this is like a class hashtag. So this class has this hashtag, and anything that is posted about that class shows up there. This is where conferences become really amazing. I'm going to go back over to just the normal Twitter here, and so here's kind of that normal Twitter environment that you're familiar with probably. And those hashtags are super important. I went to the EDU255 conference last October, And so here, the hashtag for that conference was EDU13. I got to tell you, this is just an unbelievable, and here, this is kind of a good one here. Look, a video about the connected age. The tweets that show up here are all related, hopefully, and most are, to that conference. And, you know, more and more, when you go to a conference, they're going to have a hashtag they use as a way to communicate ideas. And just on a very base level, if you think of it this way, so you go to a conference and there's, 100 different sessions you can attend over a couple days, and you attend like, what, 8 of them? So what if everybody in all those other sessions, or at least some people in those other sessions, were sharing the resources that were given at those sessions? You could go home, and 2 days later you could type in a hashtag, and you could just scroll through pages and pages of links to things that other sessions shared. It's like the ultimate kind of note-taking opportunity in that you get to see a lot of information from sessions you weren't able to attend. So that's what a hashtag does, and you can use whichever ones you want in here. Currently, this hashtag, this is a program for online teaching certification. This is a class I've been involved with for a while, and currently there's not much going on there. The class just started up again for the spring semester about a week ago. So anyway, this is Tweetdeck. There's going to be a link here below this. You can type in twitter.tweetdeck.com, and you can log in with your Twitter credentials, and you can add columns. You can see there's a whole bunch of opportunities over here for organizing the information. So this is that class with the other hashtag, and this is an open online course, kind of like what we're doing in a lot of ways. All the people participating in this course have their own blogs, and one of the tools they are using in order to bring that class together into one space is the hashtag Rhizo14. So much like what we've done on our class site, feeding in your posts, they are using the hashtag Rhizo14 to bring in content for that class. So for the tool this week, I'd like you to look at TweetDeck. If you go to a conference and you are using Twitter, you might identify what hashtag they are using and try and tweet content that you find useful out to people who are in your community. So this is just one of the tools that you can use to kind of organize your personal learning network stuff. That, along with the telephone, is a very useful tool, and I'm not kidding about the telephone. Anyway, that's a look at TweetDeck and some of the ways you can use it.